What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Fire Force. This time is season 3, episode 8. Yep, episode 8. Good episode last week. Was a bit less action heavy than the previous weeks, but I think it was paced quite well. Interesting kind of subject that we covered here. From what I gather, I think these girls. Thank you guys for the comments as well, helping me out a little bit. So from my looking back on the episode, as well as with the help of some of the comments, I think the comments said that the bugs were kind of like with the tomatoes, and they were I'm not sure if they were in the not just tomatoes, but the vegetables. I got a little bit of a clickbait thumbnail last week with the whole tomato thing. I think the bugs were like a part of the vegetables, or they came with them. Either way, from what I gather, I think they were the girls, the sisters were actually like the subjects here, and they were testing out how the bugs worked on the girls, and they were kind of farming the girls. We saw a lot of farm work of the vegetables. The girls were farming the vegetables, and the people behind the church were farming the girls. So there's kind of two layers of farming going on, I guess. As we did meet that very creepy looking sister at the end of last week's episode. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of it today. Let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. So yeah, them turning into infernals was actually planned, I assume now then. And that woman hasn't aged. I think someone mentioned that she might be a doppelganger herself, which is interesting because we haven't seen a doppelganger that's actually looked human yet, I don't think. They've all looked like infernals. Perhaps they take the actual form when they kill their person they're doppelgangering, if that's the word for it. Doppelgangering. Sounds nasty. But yeah, perhaps they like take their form afterwards or something. I don't know. I guess we'll kind of see with Burns and his doppelganger. It's a little bit like the movie Us, which I didn't think was a very good movie, to be honest with you. Just as plot hole after plot hole after plot hole. Interesting concept though, and a few nice references in there. Also, I was a little bit disappointed last week the fact that Benimaru ended up joining the fight just as it was ending. But he's one of the coolest action characters in this show. We'll get to see him throw down eventually, though, I do think. I am expecting another quite slower paced episode today, though, which again I liked last week, like quite a lot. A holy mother of darkness. A lot of cuts going on right now. It might be just because I literally just woke up from a nap. So I was questioning about that because how do you not realize you're eating insects? They must put tiny, like, trace amounts in there. I don't know. That's why I was questioning it. I was like, are the bugs like part of the vegetable? It's not. It's not a big deal, to be honest. It's just one of those things you just want to know. It's like, is it like a vegetable hybrid, vegetable insect hybrid, or what? Not a big deal though. Oh shit! So I was yapping a minute there, but oh shit! That is spontaneous human combustion when a doppelganger kind of takes the place. Okay, interesting. I don't think real spontaneous combustion is a thing. It's always been like it's going to sound strange. It's always been something that fascinated me, even though I've pretty much known my whole life it's not real. I think there has been like one or two supposed cases of it, but the concept of that always used to really intrigue me as a kid. Spontaneous combustion. Poof. That's like when they want to take over or try to take over. That's when the initial human will spontaneously combust, and then their infernal self will be there. How does that explain Sumire not aging? Is she an infernal? Like we haven't actually seen an infernal that's taken over that has the same appearance. And I'm not even sure she is one. Lots of people are saying that she was, but it's not like a fact yet. And there's someone up for her. She hasn't aged a bloody day. But yeah. She looks like I know what she looks like now. She looks like that fucking. I think it's that. I haven't actually seen the movie yet, but she looks like the villain from the most recent Wallace and Gromit movie. She looks like that penguin. She's got a penguin face. It's like so condensed. Oh shit! The sisters. Oh my god! She's got moves. The fuck? I hate that guy. That fucking wrecker guy irritates me to hell. So, yeah, she. Good question. What is she? Can't believe it. It's a little old lady. It's behind pretty much everything, seemingly. Little penguin lady. Oh shit. Oh my god. One's even got little freckles. Jesus Christ. What's going on with this woman? Yeah. I can't even like do nothing. She's a vibrator. What the fuck? Jewelinga desu yo. Jesus. You can't be though. Right? Because all the dollar burst users, we've seen them all. That's her after image. Oh, maybe not. She can just freely. Oh shit, it's that woman. Is she using Amaterasu's power? Is that what's going on here? No, I guess she's not using her power. We saw her give some to Shinra. I mean, just like me. So she is a pillar? I guess there can be more than 8. I don't know. Or maybe she's the replacement. Or was always a replacement for Amaterasu or something. I don't know. So Amaterasu used up all her power she had left to get them away. So she's the 7th pillar. The little vibration lady. Very strange, isn't she? How's the mole guy? Funny enough, I brought up the woman in black, Amaterasu, who helped I assume she's Amaterasu, who helped Shinra doing that arc. Looks like the little mole guy's here as well. Well, that was a little bit disturbing, wasn't it? A little bit disturbing. So it's not them trying to take over, it's them trying to fuse. I do question though. I mean, I know Amaterasu's been around for a long time, but how is this old woman still alive? Like, I'm not sure how it works, but I would expect if none of this stuff in the show was happening, I would expect Shinra to live a life of a normal human being, right? To die at a normal age, or would he be able to live for 250 odd years? And he's aged like a normal kid, from a normal kid to a late teenager. So why isn't Sumire? Is it the vibrations? Something about vibrations that makes you live longer. I do kind of miss little Excalibur from Soul Eater. It's been a long time since I watched that show. I need to read the manga, to be honest with you. I've heard it differs quite a lot towards the end. I kind of hope it gets a remake. It doesn't need one per se, because I love the style of it. I love that time period of animation. But I would like to see the difference, a bit like Full Metal Alchemist. Of which I really like both versions. Olicalicum. The seal of Olicalcos. $88 lives? Bloody hell, you're stacked, bro. 88? I don't think I've ever had 88 lives in any game. I will tell you what, some people probably think Mario's easy, and some of the games are easy. But some of those games are actually quite brutal. Some levels. Yeah, it's not going to take a genius or any kind of speciality or anything here to get one over on him. I don't think, is it? Time to farm some materials. Oh damn! I got that whole outfits and everything. 4-person party. Healer. Got the attacker. Got the mage. Got the support. I guess you could put support and healer are the same thing, but oh, a game I really need to try out. It's apparently really good. That I've heard a lot about is Chrono Trigger. I need to remember to check that out. That's his charm. I do love the sprite work. I've mentioned this in a lot of videos before, but I used to love doing back in like the late 2000s. I used to do Pokemon spriting, where you'd mix like you'd download a couple of sprites and mix them together, and then recolor them and like make your own kind of. I think fusion's quite a popular thing now. It was essentially that, but like it was called like spriting or something similar to that back in like the late 2000s. And it was quite popular. I'd watch loads of YouTube videos, people doing it, and decided to do it myself and learned quite a few things about paint, how it worked. But yeah, I used to love making like 2D sprites on there. I was never ever that good at it, but I love spending like hours just like just using different Pokemon and making cool ones. But again, I recently been watching videos of like fusions, which is again essentially the same thing but just done on a better scale now, and they're pretty amazing. What do you mean by that? I fucking hate that. We're like sparring to get away from an NPC, and you just end up starting the dialogue again, and you do it again, and you do it again, and you're just like, fuck off. It's one thing I kind of hate about some games: is unskippable cutscenes and unskippable dialogue. You hear about that a lot. I think that's like the tree of life or something. Big part of like Digimon. But yeah, to be honest, I never really played any kind of JRPGs or anything till like last year or the year before. Never played any because I just didn't see how it would be that interesting. But I actually really like turn-based combat. It can actually be done really well. That almost looked a bit like the JoJo's season one to be continued sign. But yeah, you guys know I really like this stuff. This kind of 2D JRPG kind of stuff right here. Again, I didn't used to like this stuff. Again, I can't even say I didn't used to like it because I never really tried it. But again, I always thought, oh, it would be like Pokemon, and Pokemon isn't all like the battles in Pokemon aren't all that entertaining unless you're facing another player. Even in like ROM hacks and stuff, they're never that entertaining. There's usually like a code to it, some kind of logistics they go by, which is just easy to figure out. It's always much more interesting playing other players, and I did used to play quite a bit of Pokemon Showdown back in the day, but not so much anymore. But yeah, I love that kind of style of things. I've played quite a few recently. Some of the Yakuza games I played, which has that style, I've really enjoyed. I really like that kind of combat where it's got really flashy kind of fight scenes, even though it is just turn-based. Obviously playing a lot of Persona and such, and I haven't played any of the Final Fantasy games, but I recently got the original 7th game, not the remakes. I need to check out the remakes, but got the original, and that looks hilarious just in terms of how fucking old it looks. It's something, one of the things where it's such low quality that it's quite cheesy goodness, which I think I'll enjoy that quite a bit. I've heard it's a long game, so I've got to start playing that soon, as well as Chrono Trigger, like I said. But yeah, really fun episode today. Quite disturbing first half, but quite the contrasting halves of this episode, wasn't it? So, Holy Sword Resurrected. Well, that does bode well, luckily, doesn't it? So yeah, as I said, thank you guys for watching. Two very different halves, very disturbing first half here. Figuring out, at least, we haven't got it all figured out, but the picture's really coming together now, isn't it? She's actually a pillar, and she's going to be taken over for Amaterasu, I assume now, because Amaterasu kind of gave up all her life force or whatever. Just like letting these guys get away. I wonder what the significance of that is. I wonder if Amaterasu kind of saw something in these guys that they needed to get away. Maybe it's just for them to tell everybody the truth or something, who knows. But yeah, figuring out she is the final pillar, I do believe now, alongside the other sister whose name I do forget, so apologies, but the blonde one. You guys know I'm terrible with the names. But yeah, that was quite disturbing seeing the dead sister little girls there. I kind of hoped it would be one of those things. I mean, I knew this wasn't going to happen, but I was kind of hoping the kind of what are they called, infernal versions of the girls would like eat her. It sounds strange, I know, but I was kind of hoping it, when they were like crawling on the ground like this, I was kind of hoping they'd like get her or something and get some revenge. But I don't think they're possible of that, unfortunately. She's seemingly got this kind of vibrational barrier, which is very strange ability. But I'm looking forward to seeing more of that for sure. And as I said, I love these kind of elements in this second half of the episode. Do let me know what you guys think about this one though down in the comment section. To be honest, some of the earliest RPGs I played was obviously the Pokemon games, but Digimon games as well. Some Yu-Gi-Oh games, Game Boy games especially. I used to have quite a lot of games on the Game Boy. Played quite a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh games like that. When you go back and play them now, I think they recently released like a remastered version of them, and they're very what's the word for it? Repetitive and difficult at that. I don't think I ever beat any of them back when I was a kid, but I used to really enjoy them as a kid. And again, the Digimon games, I think especially Digimon World 2 and 3 were my favourites. I did play the first one, but that was on PS1. And then again, I played a lot more games on my Game Boy than I ever did on my PS1 or anything. But yeah, I used to love Digimon Wild. That was a slightly different style. That was more like a kind of keep your pet type of thing, whereas I think specifically Digimon Wild 2 was much more kind of turn-based fighting kind of style. But yeah, they're probably some of my favourite RPGs growing up, which is not the top of the notch kind of most ones you hear often. But yeah, I used to pretty much just anything Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh related, I used to just eat up. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comment section. We've got a bit off topic there, but it's just I really like the style of how this show goes with stuff like that. It really brings back a lot of like old school memories, and yeah, just love that style. As I said, I was heavily involved in that pretty much my whole life, even with the Pokemon spriting, like playing the games GBA, going Pokemon spriting, even till now watching kind of shorts on YouTube, seeing Pokemon fusions. I still think are really cool. But again, do let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll see you guys next week with episode 9.